తన కోడలికి బుద్ధి చెప్పడానికి సూర్యకాంతం
So, good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
So, can anyone tell me what we have studied in our last class? We will first go for a fast recap and then we will learn few new things also in today's session. So, anyone just brief me what we discussed in our last class.
How to start AutoCAD, draw and modify commands,
Okay.
limits, dim, style, dimension,
Okay.
coordinate system, line command,
Okay, very good. Very good. Nice briefing.
and
So,
absolute.
okay. 4 type of coordinate systems we have seen. In that, one was your absolute coordinate system. After absolute, you have your relative coordinate system, and then your polar coordinate system and dynamic coordinate system. 4 type of coordinate systems we have seen. And among those 4, we normally use dynamic coordinate system based on its ease of using. Okay. But you should know what are those coordinate systems also. Sometimes you require that. Okay. So today what I will do, we will start with few basic 2D drawings. How if some component is or drawing is given to you, then how you will draw it. So I hope my screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Today, the interface of the AutoCAD software that you are able to see, it is little bit different from the earlier in the last class what you have seen. Okay. Since now university we are working from home, so in my laptop this is the version I have. A MacBook, so MacBook version of AutoCAD will look like this. Okay. So there is no difference between this or that. Only thing, you can see the location of those icons are different. In your Windows, everything was there on the top. Here you can see all the tools. It is there on my left hand side and properties are there on my right hand side. This is the only difference. Rest all the commands. Here is the command line. This is your working space. Everything will remain the same. Okay. So let's begin with one drawing I will share with you that we will draw. Let me just take a snapshot of it. Okay, so here I'm not able to paste it. No issue. I will show you in that screen only. So I will give you a new screen share. Let me share my entire desktop. Okay. Yeah. So this diagram, we have these 6 figures. This is your experiment number 1, you can say, or you can say your exercise number 1. In this exercise, you will learn how to draw simple 2D drawings using your Autocad software. So this is your first drawing. In this, basically what you can observe, you can draw this figure with the help of line commands, and 2 circles are there. One with diameter, let me zoom in, diameter 36, and this is your diameter 20. Okay. So this figure we will draw in your AutoCAD. So what I am trying to do, I am trying to take a snapshot of this so that I can paste it in your AutoCAD software. I'm trying to do that. Let me see whether it is happening or not. Yeah. Paste is not coming here. No, it's not working. Okay, we will swipe between the windows. Okay. So if I will ask you to draw this drawing, so you have to start it from one of its corner point. Suppose we are starting this drawing considering this as your corner point, the left bottom corner here. Okay. So all the dimensions are given here. You can see the length of this big line is 120. The distance of center of this circle in horizontal direction is 36. And for this smaller circle, it is 84. Corresponding their vertical distance is also given 36, 20, and their diameter, this phi you can see here, this Greek symbol phi is used over here. So this phi represents your diameter. Keep this in your mind. Okay. Phi 20 and phi 36. Okay. So let's start in this AutoCAD. You can either go with the icon, okay, the line command, or you can simply press L, enter. If you will type L in your command line, then automatically you will get line as your command. Okay. As you can see here at the bottom portion, line command is coming. Then press enter. Now it is asking everything you can see in the command line. If you will pay attention what it is asking. So it is asking specify the first point. As we all know that to draw any line, we need 2 points. So it is asking for first point. Let's start with the origin. So I will start with 0, 0, enter. Okay. So you can see that somewhere it is starting from your origin. From this coordinate axis, absolute coordinate axis, x axis and y axis you can see on the screen. From its origin, I am starting. Now, what is the horizontal distance? Horizontal distance you can 120. So now we know that if you go with absolute coordinate system, then you have to write here in x 120, in y coordinate is 0. This is one way. Now, what I can observe, the second point of my line is not visible in the screen. Where is the end point? So for that, you have to go for zoom command. So Z for zoom, enter. First option, that is all, zoom all we will do. So A for all, enter. So this is the line segment that we have drawn actually. and the length of this line is 120. So we can cross verify it by giving the dimensions. So let's give the dimension here. This is our dimension. We need to select the endpoints and set the location. So this is the value, but it is very small that we are not able to see. 120.0000. So to make it visible, which command I have to use? Who will tell me? Anyone from the class?
Dim style.
Yes, exactly correct. Dim style is the command that we have to use. So before that, here you can see in the command line, still we are in dimension command. So we have to come out of it. So to exit from this dimension command, you need to press escape key on your keyboard. Okay, so let's press escape key. Now you can see everything is vanished. Now you can say that you are in your root directory. Okay, now type the command dim style. It will automatically suggest you also that for which command you are opting. So see here, I have just written dim sty and AutoCAD has suggested me dim style. So press enter. One window will open over here that we have to modify. So select that and let's modify. Little bit difference is there in your GUI working on Windows operating system and working on Mac operating system. So in your Windows, you might have seen on the right hand side, your current, set current, modify, compare, everything was coming on this side. But if you will work on Mac, so it will come at this location. So you need to focus that you have to modify here. Okay. So after going for dim style command, you need to click on modify. Now this window will appear. Okay. So starting with this first tab, you have to see on the top, there are 6 to 7 tabs are here. So start with the first one, line. You first change the color of your dimension line. See here, two types of lines. This is your dimension line and extension line. Once I will change the color over here, you will see its reflection on this preview section. So let's observe carefully. Let's make it red. So all the dimensions color you can see here in the preview, they all are in red in color. Okay. So similarly, I will change the extension line also. These are your extension lines. So I will change the color to red. So you can now see dimension line. The line with arrow is called as your dimension line. And this vertical line perpendicular to your dimension line is your extension line. Anyhow, both are together called as your dimension line. Okay. So the color I have changed to red. Now symbol size, symbols and arrow. So here you can change the symbol also, but by default, this is your closed field arrow. So we will keep the default arrow, and only thing what we will do, we will change this arrow size. Keep this in your mind. We are going to change the arrow size. So what I'm going to make, I will make it 3 units. Next is text. So text, everything I will keep as it is. If you want to change the color, you can change it. Text height, pay attention. Text height you need to change. You can keep 5 or you can keep 8. Okay, so let's keep 8. Fit we will keep as it is. Here you can see when the text is in default, position of text, where you want to keep your text position. So like modification leader line, here we don't have leader line, so we will keep as it is. Okay, primary units, precision you can keep to 0. Now you can see the changes in your preview screen. And this is what we have to do modifications in your dimension style. And if Once you have completed all the modifications, then you need to click on OK and make it as set current and then close. Now you can observe the changes to how to draw a line, how to give the dimension, and how to modify its dimension style. Okay, now coming back to our figure, we have started from this point and we have reached to this point. Now this vertical line is required and its dimension is 44. So let's go for line command, L, enter, start from this point. Now you see here, one more trick I will tell you. Now we are able to draw the line at any angle. You can see here 75 degree, 52 degree, 100 degree, 140 degree. So you can draw the line at any angle. But there is one key at the bottom over here. You can see ortho mode. If you will click on that ortho mode, you will be able to draw only vertical lines or horizontal lines. Means 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree. So I will draw here a vertical line of length 44 units. So let's go for 44, press enter. This is on this side. Similarly, on the first point or on the left hand side, I will go for line command. L, enter is for line. Start from this position. And what is the height? Height is 44. Go for 44, press enter. Now, come back here. Now you can see that this length of this line is not given. Neither the angle of this line is also not given. What is the angle? We don't know. We also don't know what is the length of this line, inclined line rather, I will say. But what I know that the distance of this point to this point is 33. So let's move to that vertical position, and in the same way you can see the distance of this point from this point is again 33. So with the help of these two values, we will be able to locate your this point. I will highlight in yellow color. Okay, so let's follow the trend. We will draw two temporary lines, okay, of 33 to obtain. Suppose I want that point. So what I will do, I will draw a line from this point to this point of length 33. And from this point, I will draw another line up to this point 33. So we will automatically get this point. Once we get this point, we will delete these two temporary lines. So let's move on to our AutoCAD. Start with line command, L for line, enter. Start from this point. Now you can see I have switched on the ortho mode. So I am able to draw only horizontal and vertical lines. So in vertical direction, how much distance I have to move?
33.
33. And from this point in horizontal direction again?
33.
Okay, so let's move on to that point. From this point now, 45 length horizontal line is required. So from this point, let's move in horizontal direction, 45. And now we know that from this point, we need to join it with your right portion. So you can switch off your ortho mode so that you can easily connect with this point. Okay, if ortho mode will be on, then we will not be able to draw any inclined line. So I have switched off the ortho. How to switch off? You need to click here. This is your ortho mode. Okay. So let's connect the points. So this point is connected. Now these are temporary lines as I have told you earlier. So I will delete these two lines and again I will connect this point with this point. Okay, now you can give the dimensions as well. So here is your dimension. This is your 44. This is your, first you have to click on the line for which you want to give the dimension. Once you click on that, then you have to specify where you want to keep this text. So thereafter you can go for it. If I'll click on this line, then it will give me the length of this line. If you want to go for its vertical distance, that also you can do. But by this way, we will get only. So let's try. I want to go for dim, means I want to give dimension. I want to give vertical dimension. So I will type in the command line VER. VER stands for vertical. Let's see whether it is working or not. It's not working. Yeah, it is. Now you can give the vertical dimension like this. Similarly, if you want to give your horizontal dimension, so the command will be dim and horizontal HOR. So this is your required dimensions that is given in this diagram. Now, the two circles are there. One with diameter 20 and one with diameter 36. Someone is asking something?
Sir, while we are measuring the vertical dimension length, then how to change to go to horizontal dimension again?
I did not understand you what you are asking. You are asking.
No, sir. Basically, you are measuring vertical dimension, no, sir.
Yes.
Then how to switch on horizontal, sir?
Normally, I will tell you. Once you go to dimension, okay. So dimensions for this linear line, it can be horizontal, it can be vertical, or it can be inclined. Okay. So let me go for this command dim and see here how many types you are obtaining here. So here you can see many options are coming like angular, baseline, continue, align, distribute layer. So by default, what it will give you, it will give you the length of line. Basically, in any drawing, what we need is what is the length of this line. Suppose here any drawing is there, and if you have to give the dimension of this figure, then you need to show what is the length of this line. So here by default, you can see automatically what software do. If the line is inclined, it has given the inclined dimension. But your question is why I am giving this vertical and horizontal and how I am switching between those inclined and vertical horizontal. Am I correct?
Yes, sir, correct.
So this inclined, how it is coming, it is now clear to you. Automatically, if you click on those inclined dimension, you will get it. If you want to give a specific vertical or horizontal, then you need to be very, what we carefully select those 2 points and then you can give the vertical or horizontal dimensions between 2 points. Basically, it is nothing but between 2 points. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is regarding the outer portion of this drawing. Now we have to draw these two circles. Now the question is, to draw any circle, what do we need? What input do we need? So to draw any circle, first you need its center. Where is the center? That you have to specify. So for
Center and radius.
center and radius or center and diameter. So here you can see this is your center location and its distance from this point is 36 and 36. So you can do it in two ways. I will give you here two way in which you can identify that center point. Okay, so let's go with one by one. And first I will go with your basic normal idea through which you can do it. I will show you how to do that. Yeah. So temporary lines we will use, and once we will obtain that center, we will delete those temporary lines. 36, 36. So go for line command, L, enter, start from this corner point, switch on the ortho mode so that we can get horizontal and vertical line. In this direction, simply you specify the cursor direction and input the value as 36. And then in vertical direction, 36. So now you can see that we have obtained that center point. Our center point is located at this location. Okay. Now, to draw a circle, as you know, that you need center and radius. The command is C, C for circle. Press C and enter. Okay. So now you can see here it is asking for specify the center point. So this is my center point. I will specify it. Now it is asking for radius, radius of the circle. If you want to give diameter, then you need to write here diameter. DIA, enter. So now it is asking for diameter of the circle. Okay. Now what is the value of that diameter? So you can check here, it is 536. So put the value as 36. So this is the circle. Now, once we have drawn the circle, then you can delete this temporary line. Once I am selecting on any line, you can see 3 blue dots are coming for any line. Suppose if I'll select this line also, 3 blue dots will appear. First end point, another end point, and this is your middle point. If you want to modify or change its length, you can click on this blue dot and you can either stretch it or you can reduce it. So let's see, I want to reduce its length. So yeah. So one more tool I would like to tell you here, you can see here, object snap. You can see on right bottom corner. Just now I have told you only about ortho mode. Now I am telling you about this object snap. What is the function of this object snap? Now I will show you with one example. I draw one line. For that, command is L, enter. Now it is asking to specify the first point. Earlier, if you observe, when I was bringing my cursor to any point, some green color square box was appearing. It was telling me that this is the closest point which you are looking for. But now it is not showing. Why? Because I have switched off this option, object snap. Now let's switch it on. You will see here that green square box is appearing and it is telling me that this is the end point. So for this, object snap is that tool. You can see it at right bottom corner and you can select that any point easily. See here, I want to draw the center line. So like this, I will draw. This is my first point and I will stretch it. From here up to here, I will stretch. Now, if you remember center line, what is the representation of center line?
C.
When we were studying different type of lines in engineering drawing. So at that time, we have seen hidden line is represented by dash lines. Center line means any line which is representing the axis of any circle. So that line is represented as a center line. So let's see, this is continuous line and I want to change it to center line. So you have to select the line, then right click and go on properties. Bottommost option, properties, click there. So you will on Windows operating system, you will get a pop-up window over here that I'm getting on this side here. Okay, so line type by layer you can see here, by layer, by block and continuous. Here I'm not able to see that continuous line. So I will click on manage. So one window will appear. Here also only continuous line is there. So I will click on this load. Now we have so many varieties of line you can see here. From this, you can see center line is this one. Okay, you can select. We have 3 varieties of center line. So I have selected the default center line. Okay, and then click on add. Now you can see one center line is coming. If now I will load hidden line also. So hidden line is represented by this dash lines. So I will add that also. So you can see now continuous line, center line, dash lines. We have 3 varieties of line. Then click on OK. Now this line is selected. I want to change its line type. So on right hand side, go to properties and change it to center. Now let's see whether it is visible or not. It is there, but scale is very small. So we are not able to visualize it. So what we will do, we will increase its scale. Is there any option? Yeah, line type scale you can see. Just below the line type, there is line type scale. So let's increase the value and see for what value we are able to observe it. Line type scale, I will modify to 4. Okay, 4, let's make it 5. Now 5 is clearly visible. Yeah, 5 is visible. If you further want to increase it for better visibility, you can check it at 6. 6 is very good. Now it is clearly visible that this is your center line. In the same way, I will change this also. I will make the line type scale as 6 and line type center and 6. Now you can see the center lines. Okay, and for this you can give the dimension also. For dimension, click on dimension, select the circle, click on the circle and then click on where you want this text to be placed. So this is 536. Okay. Now, if you will see your original diagram, so we have one more circle over here. And what is its center location? This is your center point. And vertical distance is 20 from this horizontal line. And this horizontal distance is 84. You can see the center is 84 from this point. Okay, so 84 and 20. Let's keep in your mind. Okay, now start with the line command. L, enter. From this origin point we can start. In horizontal direction, what is the length? 84. And
Yes.
again in vertical direction, how much is the length? 20. So this is the center point we have obtained. Okay. So now if you obtain the center point, then go for circle command, C, enter. Now it is asking for radius. You can see here in the command line, specify radius of the circle. If you want to give diameter, then you have to write DIA and then press enter. If you want to give radius, you can directly give here. Here in your bracket, you can see some value is written 18. That is the previous value. We have drawn this circle for diameter 36. So its previous input, it is showing. Now the diameter is 20, 520. 5 is representing diameter. So radius will be 10. So let's go for 10. And this is the circle. Once you are able to draw the circle, delete the temporary line. This is one of my temporary line. And this is my second one. So I will stretch it to convert it into center line. So this O snap is not making me able to reduce its length. So I will switch it off. And again, I will make it like this. So, okay. First draw the horizontal line. And then I will stretch it. Now I will switch off this O snap and then select the line and I will reduce its length like this. Okay. So the two center lines are drawn, but their properties is continuous. So you need to change it from here. Select center. You can change the line type scale to 6 for better visibility. In the same way, you can go for another one also. Line type, make it center, and the value you can keep as 6. Now you can clearly see your drawing is complete. You can give the dimension for this 520. So this is your first drawing. So once you draw any figure, what you need to do, you have to write your roll number, okay, just below your figure or just above your figure, because you have to take printout of this to attach it in your record book. So to write any text, here is directly you can see one text icon is there, represented by alphabet capital A. So you can click on that. It will ask for specify the first corner and then opposite corner. You can see on the right hand side text height. It is showing 0.2. It is very small. So let's increase the text height to 6 or 8. And now you can write your roll number. So you can write your roll number over here. Suppose I'm writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is my roll number, suppose. So here you can write your own roll number. Along with this, you can also write, this is your unit 1, exercise 1. So this also you can write. And once you have written all these things, then you can take the printout of this to attach it in your record book. Okay. So how to take printout? Now I will tell you.
Sir, once repeat how to represent the diameter, sir. Once
Diameter.
repeat again. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Here, this symbol you can see.
Dimension.
Dimension. If you click on that dimension, okay, and then you have to click on, you have to bring your cursor to this circle. Automatically you can see here it is showing 530. So you have to click on the circle and automatically it will detect that this is a circle. And now you have to click where you want to place this text. 536 is written there. Wherever you want to place it, you have to simply click on that location. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So I will delete this one. So this is the first drawing for your AutoCAD software. Okay. So now I will tell you how to take printout of this drawing in your A4 size paper so that you can attach it in your record book. So like you do in your Microsoft Word or your PowerPoint or PDF file, Control P in your keyboard you can press. So you will get this window. This is one way. Another way is you can go to this file and plot, print. So you will get that. Okay. Now the question coming is we don't have printer. So you can allot any PDF like AutoCAD PDF printer. Suppose if you have installed in your computer, so it will convert it to PDF files. Okay. Now next thing is paper size. So paper size you have to select A4. You can see here in A4 two orientations are there, 210 into 297 and 297 into 210. So here you can see that. So simply select A4 size paper. Okay. Now the next thing is what you want to print. So by default it is display, but I want to select my own limits. So suppose I want to print the location that I will specify. So from bottom corner, I will select and up to here, I will click it. You have to select the area which you want to print. So now it is selected. Fit the paper, click on this so that it will fill the entire paper. If you want to center it, you can click on this portion, center the plot. Okay. And if you want to now plot it, you can directly go for the plot. Okay. If you want to, since it is not connected to any printer, so I will save it as a PDF. Now it is asking where to save that file. I will keep it on desktop. So on desktop of your computer or inside any one of the drive, you can create a folder with your name, and in that you can keep all your files. Okay. So I will give this file as name as unit 1 exercise 1, and then I will click on save. So where is that file? This is our file. So this is what we have drawn just now in your AutoCAD. So like this, you can draw the drawing and then you can take the printout to include it into your record book. Okay. So I hope this is clear to all of you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, or else write in the chat box, clear sir, CS.
Sir, you said to attach something. Where to attach, sir?
Which one?
This saved PDF.
Same PDF.
Right.
This one.
Yes, sir. Where we should attach?
At the end of your semester, suppose now the things are going online. Okay. So we don't have your record book submission. Normally what we do, what you do in the lab in today's session, when you come to the next class, you have to submit your record book. Okay. So we don't have offline classes, it is online, and many of the students don't have computer. Although I will suggest you all people to buy one system. If you go for a desktop computer, it will cost around 25 to 30,000. If you want to buy a laptop, it will cost you around 30 to 35,000, because that will be helpful for your entire BTech journey. In every semester, you will be having some project submission, some CAD part. So in that situation, it will be helpful. Nowadays, the entire world is running with the help of these computers. So better to be handy with that. And that will only happen if you have your own computer. Okay. Anyhow, if you don't have it, then you can use the lab computers, no issue. But during these online classes, if you have your own computer, then that is fine during this pandemic period. So in that situation, you can save this PDF and you can upload it into your canvas. Okay, I will create assignments in unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, and unit 5. Okay, so you try to practice it at your home and upload it in your canvas. Okay, those who are having not their computers with them, so you write step by step process on white page, and then you can scan that page using your mobile phone application, and you can upload it into the canvas. Is that clear to all of you?
Clear, sir.
Okay, so now we will take a short break and then we will learn few more things after this short break. So right now the time is 11:50. I will start again at 12 o'clock. So there is a break for 10 minutes. I will not stop the meeting. I will simply mute my mic.
Sir,
Yes.
can you send this today's class as PDF, sir?
This class as PDF.
Or video, sir?
Video I can share with you. Okay, because recording is going on. Yeah, recording is going on. So I will upload the video so that you can access it. Last class video also I will upload. I have not uploaded. So I will upload it onto your canvas. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. So now you can take a short break and we will get back by 10 minutes. Okay. So welcome back. Now, in the previous session, we have seen how to draw this 2D drawing. Okay. How many participants? 38. I hope you all are here and able to hear me.
Yes, sir.
Voice is low, sir.
So from my end, the volume is full. I think you need to increase volume from your system. Okay. So here we have seen how to locate your center point using temporary lines. Okay. One more tool I will tell you here. Okay. That command is offset command. So let me write. I will write here offset command. So we are going to use now offset command, and I will show you how this tool is useful and how to use this command. So let me delete this inside figure so that I can show you how to use this offset command. Okay. So in this figure now I will to show how to use offset command. So offset means what? Any line, if I want to offset it, means this line, the line which I have selected over here, if I will offset it, so you can get one similar kind of line either on the left hand side or on the right hand side, if it is vertical. If it is horizontal, let us say for this horizontal line, this horizontal line I have selected. So if I will offset this line, so I can get a similar kind of line just above it or just below it at a certain distance. Now, what is that distance? That distance will be your offset distance. Okay. So we will use that offset method to identify your center point. So let's do it. We have to offset it by a distance of 36, 36. Okay. So let's go for the command offset. Automatically you can see it is suggesting. Now you can see here it is asking for distance. How much distance I want to offset? So 36 is the value. Now it is asking for select the object that you want to offset. So this is my object. So if I'll bring my cursor on the right hand side, you can see one vertical line. If I'll bring my cursor on the left hand side, then you can see one vertical line at a distance of 36 on my left hand side of this line. So I want on this side, and again, this is my object, and on this side I want it. So the intersection of these two lines, here you can see, is your center point. This is one way. Okay, now what I will do, I will draw a circle with, now I will see here that green color suggestions are not coming. So for that, I need to switch on this object snap. So switch on this object snap, and then you can see directly that intersection point is highlighted. This is the point of intersection of these two lines. Select the center point, and you can specify the radius. I guess the radius is 18. Press enter. So this is how you can use this offset command. This is useful many times. And after that, you can reduce its length as per your requirement. Switch off this snap.
Sir, once you repeat the commands.
Offset command.
Offset. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Once I will draw that another circle, your concept will be clear. One more circle we have to draw now.
Okay.
Okay. So
yes, sir.
So accordingly, you can stretch or reduce the line lengths as per your requirement, because I want to convert it into center line. So these two lines, I have reduced its length. Now, how to change the line type? I hope you all know this. Select the line which you want to change, and here you will be able to see line type. Change it to center line.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, instead of drawing and erasing lines for getting center of the circle, we are using this offset command, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So actually, I'm just showing you one example. Offset can be useful at many locations. Suppose for this drawing here, you can see uh, there is one circle inside of radius 20. Okay. Just outside it, there is one semicircle you can see of arc length 35. Here also you can offset it. This circle you can offset. Means anything that you want, either on outside portion or inside portion, you can use that offset command. Here also, suppose the distance 10 is given, so you can offset this line. You can offset. So this is just a tool. It can be used at any place. Okay. So just for an example, I am showing you how you can use. It depends completely on you which tool you want to use. Whether you can use the previous method, you can use this method also. It is up to you. Okay. Now once see again how to identify the center of second circle. This is our second circle. And you can see clearly that it is at a distance of 20 from, this is your center line, from this horizontal line. So we need to offset this horizontal line by the length 20. Okay. And vertical distance, suppose you want to offset this line on your left hand side. So this will be your offset distance. How to identify this length? 120 minus 84. So 36. So like that you can do the offset. So let's do it. Coming back to our AutoCAD, go for offset command. One more tool I will tell you here. Since earlier we have used offset command, so many times what happens, some of the commands you use very frequently. So no need to type those things. See, up arrow on my keyboard I am pressing. So I'm getting those commands that I have used previous. So all those commands, it will be there. So simply what I will do in this situation, I will up arrow, offset is coming, press enter. What is the offset distance? 36. By default, you can see the previous value 36 is coming. If you have to change this value, you can change it. But this distance I know is 36. So let's go for it. You need to press enter. This line on this side, 36. Now this line, now this time 36 is not the right value. I have to change it. So what I will do, I will again go for that offset command and change this distance 20. 20 is the offset distance. So I will type 20 here, press enter. This is the object on this side. Okay. So the intersection point that I have obtained here is the center of the circle that I have to draw. Okay. So let's go for circle command. C, enter. Switch on this O snap, object snap. F3 is the shortcut key on your keyboard, or else you can click over here, right bottom corner of your screen. You can see here, object snap. Click on that. Now you can, computer will give you suggestion which is your intersection point. So this is my intersection point. I will click over there. Now it is asking for the radius of circle. What is the radius? 520. Phi is representing diameter. Again and again I am saying, because in Bhaiba we normally ask with what Greek symbol diameter is represented. So in that situation you have to tell phi. Okay, and for radius, capital R is used. So here you can go for radius value is 10. I will write 10, enter. Now, I want to reduce this line length. I will switch off this object snap and I will bring this endpoint at this location and this endpoint to this location. Similarly, you can work with this vertical line also. You can reduce this length and this length. Now, the line type also I have to change. Both the lines are already selected. Simply go to this line type and make it center. Scale you have to change, keep it as 6, press enter. And now you can see that your center line is available here. Okay, now next thing is we have to give the dimension of that circle. So click on this dimension icon, click on the circumference or that circle, automatically you will get this one. Now see, phi is showing for your diameter. Now if I want to give a radius representation, then here I have to type radius and press enter, and you can see now R, capital R is representing the radius, that is your R10. Once you have done with your drawing, you have to write your roll number. Just for your recall, I am explaining it. If you want to change its position, you can simply select that text, click on that spot, and you can change its position anywhere you want. So better to keep it at center location only. Once again, I will show you how to plot. Control P on your keyboard. Select the paper size A4. Okay, what you want to print, this is important. So by default, it is display. You change it to window. What window? Automatically it will ask. What window? You have to select the window over here. You select the area or the window which you want to print, and then here is the option, center the plot at this location. Center the plot. Now you can save the PDF. Okay, if you have any plotter, you can plot it, but I don't have any plotter connected over here, so you can save as PDF. Where you want to save, you can save it on your desktop. Different file formats. Oh, okay, save as PDF, so only PDF format is there. Now save it. Now you can see that drawing like this. Now this is on your A4 size paper, PDF format. So you can now take this printout at any cyber cafe if you don't have printer at your home. Because normally if you save this file, suppose I will tell you how to save this file also. Suppose you save this file, then what can happen? Suppose let me show you first how to save this file. Like your other Microsoft Office or PowerPoint files, you have to click on File and Save As. It will ask you for the location where you want to save. Suppose it is showing in Documents. Okay, so let's move on to Document only. Or if you want to save on desktop, and here you can say file format. This is important. Okay, like in your Word file, can anyone tell me what is the extension name of your Word file?
WRD.
Word file, Microsoft Word. Anyone?
.doc, sir.
.doc, doc file, or dox, like that. Okay. Similarly, I will write here. Okay. For Word format, your extension. This is asked in your Viva. That's why I'm asking. So I will write asterisk dot doc, or also it can be asterisk dot docx. This is for your Word file. For PowerPoint files, can anyone tell me? For PowerPoint files, what is the extension name? File extension name?
PPTX.
PPTX. So likewise for your
Yes, sir.
AutoCAD file,
DWG.
for your AutoCAD file, the extension name is asterisk dot DWG. So this you have to remember. This you have to remember. Okay. Because it will be asked in your Viva examinations. What is the extension file of your AutoCAD? Extension name of your AutoCAD file. So you have to tell .dwg. So what does that mean? If you have any PowerPoint file, so for that you need that Microsoft PowerPoint application or any other application which can open that PowerPoint file, isn't it? Am I correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Similarly, if you have any DWG file, so for that you need any application which can open your DWG file. So that application is none other than your AutoCAD software. So what happens normally, if we are saving this DWG file and you want to take the printout of this file, let me save it on your AutoCAD. Okay, now this file is saved. If you want to see it, you can see it here. Drawing2.dwg. .dwg is coming. So if you want to take the printout of this file and you are going to cyber cafe, so there can be chances that whether they have this AutoCAD software installed in their system or not. So that's why you need to convert this into PDF file or Word file before going to print out. Okay. So this is the reason you should know. One thing is the extension file name of your AutoCAD software, asterisk.dwg. Viva question. Okay. Another thing, in your if you have printer, then that is fine. You can directly take the printout. If you don't have printer at your home, you will go to some cyber cafe where you can take the printout. So at that time, there can be chances that they don't have this software installed in their system. So you need to take the PDF version of your file like this that you have generated. Okay. So this is how to take the plot. We have also seen how to use that offset command. Now, one more drawing we will see. This is now the next drawing. Okay. Again, we will start with this location, the bottom left corner. Okay. You can start from anywhere, but the thing is, we have to follow some certain pattern. This is very simple drawing. So you can think of starting from here, or you can think of starting with the circle also. But if you have any complicated drawing, so normally what we do, we start from one corner or one end point. So that's why I want to start it from this bottom left corner. Okay. So let's draw that figure. I will draw just next to this, or if you want to draw that in next tab, one plus symbol is here. You can click over there. So we will get a new page to draw. Okay, so let's draw over here. Length is 70 and vertical is 60. So go with that line command, L, enter. Okay. Suppose I want to start it from here. Switch on ortho. Here is your ortho. This is your object snap. Both I have switched on. The length is 70 in horizontal direction. Now it is going out of the screen. So what I will do, I will press escape to come out of that line command, and you can use your mouse scroll key to zoom in or zoom out as per your requirement. Okay. Now line command again, start from this point, height is 60. So go in vertical direction 60. Now, one more tool I will tell you here. I have to draw one vertical line at this location also. So you can go for line command, start from this point, and vertical distance you can specify as 60. Now there is copy command is there. Copy. Here you can see copy. Okay. So what I will do, I will copy this line. So it is now, see here what it is asking, specify base point. So base point means from where I want to pick it and from where I will place it. So this is my base point. I clicked it. So now you can see it is moving from that base point. Now it is asking where you want to place it. So I want to place it at this location. If you want to go for multiple lines, you can go for it. But I need only one. So I will go with that only. Now.
Sir, we cannot use offset.
You can use offset command also. If you want to use offset command, let's do it with offset. What is the offset distance? 70. Different tools I am telling you, you can use as per your choice and ease of using those commands like this. Like this also you can do. So I have to tell you how to use this copy command. So I have told you like that. Okay. Now,
okay, sir.
Now here we have one circle and this semicircle. And inside we have one rectangle also. So here I will use your offset command. Let's see how to do that. Offset. What is the offset distance? This is 10. So go for 10. This is the source object on this side. This is the source object on this side. Okay. On inner part of both the lines, I have taken two vertical lines. Similarly, this is 15 and this is also 15. So now I will take another offset command. The distance, offset distance, I have to change to 15. Earlier value you can see here 10. Now I am giving the new value as 15. Press enter. Select this object in this direction. Again, I will select this object in this direction. So we have obtained the rectangle, but you can observe there are extra lines. So here again, I am going to tell you one new command, that is trim command. T-R-I-M, trim. Using this trim command, you can remove unwanted part of the line or the drawing. Okay. TRIM, you can see here on the screen. So by going through this trim command, now you can see easily I am removing the unwanted lines. Okay, so let me write here so that it will be in your mind. I will write here what command I am using. I am using here trim command. One more command that I have used here is your offset. At the end of the session, we will summarize entire what are the commands that we have seen today. So we have used here trim, we have used here offset. Okay, now
Sir, copy.
copy also, very good. We have used copy command also. Okay. Now we have to draw that upper semicircle and that complete circle. Okay, so let's draw it. For that we need the center point. Okay, so here one more new trick I will show you how to get. Suppose it is located at the midpoint of this line. Okay, so how to identify the midpoint? So I will show you. This is the circle whose radius is 20, the inner circle I am talking about. So for circle, we normally know the command C enter. C is for circle. Press enter. So as usual, it is asking for the center point. So you can bring your cursor to this line. So it is showing only the starting point and the end point, but I want the midpoint. Where is the midpoint? So you can type for MID, mid, enter. Now you can see one green color triangle is coming onto your screen. Automatically on wherever I will bring it on, wherever the line, it will show the midpoint of all the lines. So here I want that midpoint. Now, click on that midpoint location and specify. See here what it is asking. It is asking for radius. So what is the radius? Radius is 20. So I will type here 20. So this is my inner circle. Similarly, you can go for outer circle also. So the radius is 35. So you can draw the entire circle. C enter. This is your center point. Again, it is not showing the midpoint. So what you have to do, you have to type mid, enter, and this is your midpoint, and radius is 35. So you have obtained that also. Now, this is the lower portion of this circle is not required. So what we can do, we can use trim command. So go for it, trim command, and select this unwanted portion and cut it out. We don't want this line also, if you remember your figure. Okay. Yes, we don't want that line also. So you can remove that part also. Okay. This is how you can draw your figure. One more way I want to tell you, suppose you have to, the center point and those endpoints. So we can have some more options like using arc command also can we draw that. So here you can see one arc is there. If you want to go with command line, you can type ARC, arc, press enter. It is asking for the start point of the arc. If you want to allocate the center point, here in square bracket, you can see center is there. So type CENTER, press enter. Again, it is asking for the center point only. This is my center. This is my starting point. No, something mistake has been done with this arc point. Yeah. With this arc point, there are this much of options are there. 3-point arc, start, center, end. So let's do with this start, center, and end. This is my start point. This is my center point. And this is my end point. So we have moved from this side. So it is coming to the downside. But we really need it in the upper side. Okay, so here one more tool I will tell you is your mirror. Here you can see this is the symbol for your mirror. At my cursor location, you can see this is the symbol of mirror. It comes under the modify category of the command. Okay, so either you can click this mirror or you can type here mirror. Press enter. It is asking select the object. So this is my object. After selecting, you can see the color of that line is little bit bluish white. Press enter. Now it is asking specify the first point of your mirror line. So this is my first point and this is my second point. Now it is asking, do you want to erase the source object? If you want to erase, you have to press yes, or by default no is there. So for this particular case, I want to erase. So I will type yes. So now you can see and you can delete this line. This is how you can draw that figure. So two more commands now we have seen. What are those two commands?
Arc
Arc.
mirror.
Mirror.
So let's write it over here. We have drawn arc. We have used mirror. Okay. And any other command? Okay. Not till now, we have seen this only. Okay. Now, after doing this, what we normally do, once you have drawn any drawing, you have to go for dimension of that line. So once you all know now that how to give the dimensions, this is the symbol for your dimension. You have to click on this. You have to click on this and then you have to place it. But here you can see that again that dimension is not visible. So what command I will use?
Dim style.
Yes, dim style I will use. Press enter. You want to modify it. Line color I will change. Okay. Now size of arrow I will change. Arrow size I'm keeping 3. Text height I am keeping as 8. And primary unit precision you have to make 0. And rest everything you can keep as it is. Then click on OK and set as current. Then close. Or text color we forgot to change. So you can go in dim style, modify. Normally I used to change this color for better visibility. So now you can see the dimension. Likewise, whatever the dimension is given in this question that you can represent over here, distance between these 2 points is 10. This is your 15. So you can represent it as 15. Normally what we do, we try to keep the dimensions outside the figure. If it is not possible, then only we keep inside. So this length also you can specify. So see here, this 70 and 50 is coins intersecting. So what we will do, we will bring this 70 below this 50. So how to bring that? So you have to click on that 70, then it will be, you can see some blue dots are coming. Select on this center blue dot and you can extend it like this. So it will come to the below portion. So this is how you can give the dimensions. You can give the dimension for this also. Okay. Now you can check whether all the dimensions are given. Yeah, we have given all the dimensions. Now, once you have drawn your figure, now you have to write your roll number and exercise number. Okay. So for that, what is the command? Text command. Okay. So either you can type here in the command line text. This is one way. Okay. So once you have written here text, so you have to check what is the text height. Text height by default, it is 0.2. It is very small. So let's increase its height to 8 or 10 as per your requirement. And then you can click here, rotation angle 0. And now you can type whatever you want. Like, it seems to be very big. Don't worry. Let's see where is our drawing. Oh, text height is really very big. How much is the height? 146. Somehow it went to 146. I had made it as 8 again. Now you can place it as per your location choice. You want to bring it down, you can bring it down also. And you can complete your roll number. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, like this you can write your roll number, and in the same way you can, if you have multiple text to write, you can also control C, means copy, and you can paste, control V. This is universal copy paste, you can do anywhere. This is your unit 1 exercise problem 2. So this we can write here. One more thing in text command, you can see when I have used this text command, text, and press enter, you can specify its rotation angle also. Suppose I have specified this as my location. It is asking height by default here, somehow it is 146. Let's bring it down to 8. Now here rotation angle is 0. If you want to give some rotation, you can give it rotation also, like see here. Now, if you want to write your name, you can write your name also with some rotation angle. This is one way. Okay. Now, since I have told you about this rotation, so I will tell you one more. If you select here any of your line or any of entity, any text line or any end component, you can go for right click and you can go for rotate also. Specify the rotation base. Base means from which point I want to give this as a rotation angle. So suppose here I'm allocating the base point. Now it will ask for rotation angle. Like suppose you want to align it with your name. So you need to make it align at 45 degrees. So you can write 45, then press enter. Now you can see it is aligned, and switch off the ortho. Then you can move it at any location and you can locate it like this. Okay. So rotate command also we have seen. One more move command I will show how to move. Now see here, name is at certain distance and this drawing is at certain other distance. I want to move this name closer to this drawing. So what I will do, I will select the drawing, whatever I want to move, and either you can click it like this and you can move it. This is one way. Wherever I will click, it will go to that location. or you can go for right click and move. Again, it will ask for the base point. This is my base point, and where I want to put it, that will be my final location. Got it? So here in the list, you can add your rotate, and next is your move. Any other command you have seen today in today's class? Anyone from the class? We have seen one more command as
Mid.
print. Print, or in AutoCAD, we call it as plot. Okay. This is your plot command. So let's print this also, and let's see how to save and plot it. After drawing your figure, okay, you have to first save your file. Click on this file and then save as. So location you have to identify which location you have to save. Here I'm saving it on my desktop. You can create a folder with your name, and there you can save it, and you can give the name of this drawing as Unit 1 Exercise 2, and then click on this save button. Now you can check here, Unit 1 Exercise 2.dwg. Keep this in your mind, .dwg. Okay, it means this is AutoCAD file. Now, again, those who have missed how to see the plot command, I'm explaining once again. Control P from your keyboard, this is one way, or you can go File and Print. If you have printer, you can select here the printer, or you can save as PDF also. So paper size you can select here. Okay. Then what I want to print, that I can set. Let me clear the annotations. What I want to print, by default it is display. You have to click on this window, and then you have to select the window. Means inside this box, whatever will come, I want to plot that. Yeah, you can see here. After this, here you can see center the plot. So click on center the plot. You can see here the changes. Your drawing is coming to the center location. Fit to the paper, and then save as PDF. It will ask where to save. I am saving it onto my desktop, and then save it. Now let's check it out, what you have drawn. So this is what you have drawn. Now you can take the printout of this.
Control plus we get that, sir.
Yes.
Control plus
Control plus
P, sir.
P. Control plus P. You will get that plot command, shortcut key for your plot. Now suppose this is the drawing that you have drawn, but normally you see that there are some margins on the drawing sheet. So if you want to give that, you can give your margin also. So for that, you can draw a rectangle. You can see here, rectangle. And like this, you can create your rectangle. It depends on your creativity. So like this, I have created margin also. Now go for plot, paper size change, what you want to print window, just above it and outside those margins, I am selecting center the plot, fit to the paper, it is already there. And then you can click on save as PDF. I will overwrite. Let me see, do I have that option to overwrite? No, I don't have. Now click on save, replace it. Now let's see that same drawing. Now you can see that margin is also coming in your drawing. So like this, we used to draw the drawings using your Autocad software. So after explaining these two figures, normally what we do in our offline sessions, we provide this PDF file to you people so that you draw all these 6 figures as a practice. Okay, so I will upload this PDF in your canvas. Those who are having AutoCAD software in their system, they can practice it. And in between, if you face any problem or difficulty, you can ask me, or I will explain each and every drawing in next session. Today's session, I have told you how to draw this first drawing and second drawing. Likewise, in next class, that is tomorrow, I will tell you how to draw the remaining drawings. Okay, so the thing is, don't memorize the steps. I'm telling you here clearly. You have to memorize the commands and how and where to use so that you can draw any drawing. Suppose any random figure is given to you, you must be able to draw that drawing using your AutoCAD software. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
If anybody is having any doubt, then you can ask me. If it is clear to all of you, type in the chat box, clear, sir. That's all from my side for today's session. If you have anything to ask, you can ask me. We have 38 participants. If you will exclude me, then 37 participants. So I want to see this 37 inputs. Based on these things, I can observe who is actively listening, who is not active in the class. So that's all from today's class. If you have anything to ask, you can ask me or you can leave the meeting. Class is over.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, have a nice day.
Okay, sir. Bye, sir.
And I can see one student is saying, I did not get Canvas. So you please message me, text me on WhatsApp with your email ID. Okay. You write your email ID and write like, sir, please add me to GDM course. So I will add it to you. Okay. So I'm going to stop the screen share and stop the meeting as well. Have a nice day. Stay safe, stay inside.